One of the strangest things about being a truck driver is we spend all week or all 2 weeks that we're gone trying to get back home. And then whenever you get home, you realize that you spend half of your time that you're at home getting ready to leave again. Just because you're gone from home, everything doesn't quit. You know, your grass keeps growing. There's things around the house you need to do. There's appointments you need to make and all sorts of stuff like that. So in this video, I'm going to go over how I deal with that to make it as productive as I can whenever I am at home or take time off. When you first get into your trucking job and the company is telling you, yeah, you're going to get a day off for every day that you're gone, or a 34-hour break every weekend that you're at home. But then you're going home and your load that you're on, something happens to it. You get delayed. Traffic happens, you get delayed. Weather happens, you get delayed. So instead of getting home on Friday morning or Friday afternoon, it winds up being maybe Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon before you get in. And you barely get a 34-hour reset before you have to leave again Sunday, because you have to be whatever place Monday morning to unload and start the cycle all over again. It's not the greatest day off. Basically, what we get most of the time is a day and a half off at most, and you're going to sleep part of that, so you don't even have that off. Very limited on your time off sometimes. Companies expect you to go basically 6 days a week. A lot of them do. You know, my sister, she runs fairly local, but she drives 6 days a week. And whenever she's out of hours, they just basically let her get a reset a day at home and then go again. Just because you're not over the road doesn't mean that you're going to have all of this time at home. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Keep that in mind as you're looking for a job. Instead of asking the company, how often will I get home? Ask them, how much time am I going to get home whenever I get home? You know, if you're delayed for whatever reason, do I get, a full 34? I get 2 days? Do I get 3 days? What do I get whenever I get home? I worked for one company. They allowed you a day per week that you were out. So I would max it out. All they would let you stay off at any one time was 5 days. So I would stay out 5 weeks and I'd take 5 days off. I had rather do that than go in for a weekend, what they call a weekend, and then basically get a day off. I had rather have several days so I can do things in there. You can schedule appointments if you need to, maybe in the middle. Don't schedule it at the beginning or at the end of your days off. Try to get it in the middle. That way, if something happens on your way in, you can make the appointment or whatever it is that you're going to do. If you want to take time off for vacation stuff, you need to schedule it around possibilities that you're going to be delayed, because most likely, you may not every time, but most likely you're going to be delayed, at shippers, receivers, like I said, the weather, all sorts of things like that. So you have to keep that in mind as you're planning around. The one bad thing or aggravating thing about driving a truck is every time you plan something, plan to change those plans, because things happen in trucking. Your truck may break down. Like you may be getting in weather, or a shipper or receiver, may delay you like crazy amount of time. So plan to change plans. Whenever you make them, either take a little extra time off, say if it's a vacation, to make sure you can do that set schedule, or plan to change them, because they change all the time in the trucking industry, unfortunately. What I will do, I did a vacation in February, a pretty good lengthy vacation, did another one in around April or May. I can't even remember when that one was. I think it was May. But I scheduled it for, say I want to be off Friday. I tell the people, hey, I want to be off Friday, but I happen to be in on a Thursday, so I'm like, hey, I'll start now. And that way, basically I got an extra day, because the way our schedule works, whenever I come back, I was going to come back on the Monday after my vacation. So I got an extra day off to do things, get everything prepared and ready to go. And I'm not rush to try to go on vacation. I hate being rushed, especially on vacation. So if you can work it out to where maybe you can get home a day early, don't tell them until the last minute, because a lot of times they have so many trucks. And it's funny, they have so many trucks they're trying to track. If you're in a day earlier and you don't say anything, they don't know you're going to be in a day earlier most of the time. Because, say a driver manager, a lot of these driver managers, or fleet manager, whatever you want to call them, they'll have 50 to 75 trucks, some of them even more than that. So you can slip through the cracks at times. I like to, like I said, I like to get a little extra time off if I can, especially on vacations. If I plan something, and the one that I took in February, it was, a lot of planning and a lot of money and things that couldn't be changed around. And I had already made a plan. Say if the truck had broken down on the road, I was going to basically rent a car and go home, go on my vacation. And whenever I got back, I was going to go grab the truck. I made 100% sure I had plans around plans to make sure that happened, because I'd never gone on a vacation that extensive. So you have to plan, and it's crazy, but in this industry, you have to plan for the unexpected all of the time. It doesn't matter if it's, on your loads, as you're planning your loads, or if you're planning a vacation or planning a doctor's appointment. It doesn't matter. You have to give yourself some cushion on one side or the other. Say if you say, I'm going to be in on Friday and I'm going to be off till, Wednesday or Thursday of the next week. I've got to get some appointments done or what have you. Don't schedule them for Monday, and maybe not even Tuesday, maybe like Wednesday if you're going to go back to work on a Thursday. Don't schedule them on one end or the other all the way. I mean, try to get it close to in the middle as you can. That way it's going to work out for you a lot better. Because if you schedule them on a Friday and you're supposed to be on Friday, most likely you're going to miss that appointment. It's just the nature of the beast. That's just how it is in trucking. I try to tell you all the truth, straight up truth about all of this trucking world, so you'll know before you get here. I'm not a recruiter or anything like that. I just want you all to know what you're getting into before you get into it, really and truly, just so you're prepared for this lifestyle, because it's a total lifestyle change compared to, a normal job, what people would consider a normal job, maybe a factory or an office job or things like that. It's just how it is in this industry. You have to change your way of thinking before you get into it, and be prepared before you get into it. I think the hardest part is changing mentally between two lives, because we have a life in the truck and then we have a life whenever we're at home. So basically you're in the truck to make money, go, and then you communicate, phone calls or, video calls or whatever you do to communicate with family and friends. Then whenever you get home, you're in home mode, you're with family, you're with friends, you're doing stuff at home. You're not really watching the clock every minute like we do in the truck. We watch the clock a lot in the truck because of our logbooks and things like that. It's just, we have to manage our time so closely whenever we're in the truck. Whenever we get home, we can kind of relax and take our time to a point and spend it with family and friends. But while we're taking our time, we're actually preparing to go back to work. Seems like we prepare to go back to work more than we're doing things at home sometimes. It's really irritating at times, but it's how it is. It's just how it is. So you have to get used to switching from one thing to another and then back to the other, as far as our lives, because work and being home time, they're totally different. You're living in the truck throughout the week. You're living at home just on a couple of days through the weekend. You spend more time in the truck. Once you get in the truck, then you do it home. And that's a given. You're going to be in this truck, especially if you're over the road or even regional. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. So be prepared for that. There's been several times that I'll go home or used to go home. I mean, I'm pretty much staying in the truck all the time now, which is fine with me. It's by choice. But I used to go home and I'd be there 2 or 3 days and then I didn't want to leave. Whenever I left and I was going home, I didn't want to go home because I was in a good routine. And I'm like, oh, I've got this good routine going and I'm making pretty good money this round. I don't want to go home yet, you know. And it's a never-ending cycle. I know this a lot of times. Whenever I used to do woodworking, I would go in and be working on something, a project or what have you, and I wasn't done. I didn't want to go, but I had to go. That's how it is. The end of your home time is the end of your home time, and then you got to go back to work and actually make money to provide for yourself, your family, your stuff, whatever it is. That's how this job works. We just have to go whenever it's time to go, all of the time, whether it be home time or, you know, if you shut down for the night and you get up in the morning, you got to go. It's time to go, you go. The biggest thing I want you to understand through this is whenever you do have your home time and you're at home, make the best of it. Do what you need to do while you're at home. Enjoy your time at home, whether it's with friends, whether it's with family. I mean, it's not really enjoyable, but if you have something to do, an appointment, a doctor's appointment, or a birthday party, or whatever it is, enjoy your time at home, because we don't get a lot of time around other people that we should be around, our loved ones and everything. It's a really, really different lifestyle. And I'm not saying that we're the only industry that does that. There's some industries, like in the construction industry, there's some of those folks, they'll go away for months at a time away from their family. I knew a pilot for FedEx. He would go around the world, literally go around the world, flying for FedEx, and he would be gone a couple of weeks at a time. It's just in all sorts of industries. So this accounts for a lot of other things than just trucking. We have to really and truly, whenever we get home, enjoy our time at home and plan out what you're going to do at home. Try to stick to that plan, not to an anal point, but just get you a plan on what you're going to do and who you're going to spend time with. That way you don't waste your home time. And whenever you're going home and you're getting ready to leave again, work that in, the getting ready to leave again, with your home time. You have to wash your clothes, do your laundry. You have to grab groceries. You know, maybe you and your wife or partner or whatever spouse goes to the grocery store anyway for household. Get your stuff while you're there. And then whenever you come back, you just throw it in the truck. Don't get in your truck and try to organize a bunch of stuff while you're at home, because that's going to take away from your home time with the people that matter. Just throw your stuff in the truck whenever you get out on the road the first night, then do your organization, and you've got the most time with your family and friends that you possibly can get. There's just limited time, so make it count. Really make it count. It's hard to do in this industry to try to figure out how to make it count, but you can. There's just little things that you don't do while you're at home concerning the truck. Now, if you're an owner-operator and you really get into working on your truck, and there's a lot of people that do like to work on their trucks, you know, that's a different story. I'm not an owner-operator and I don't want to be. I had rather come to work, do my work, then go home or be off doing whatever I want to do. I don't want to have to deal with truck stuff whenever I'm supposed to be off. It gets a bit overwhelming after a period of time to constantly be, you know, truck. A lot of people love it. I like the job. I like the money I make, but whenever I'm out of the truck, I don't worry about it. I'm done with it. So you have to figure out which side of that equation that you're on so that you can make the best out of the time that you're off, whatever you want to do with it. One last thing, and I'll end this video right quick, but one last thing. Whenever you're a driver and say your spouse or your partner or whoever, or maybe your kids, they want to know, hey, when you're going to be home, do not promise them a certain time on a certain day or certain anything that you're going to be at home. Especially children, they don't understand sometimes. They don't understand depending on their age. Well, why are they not here? They said they were going to be here. I've ran into that before. I have literally ran into that before because like I said earlier, certain time, certain place, whatever, all of this or certain date, it changes. That's just how it is in this industry, and people that are not directly in it, directly in the truck, sometimes don't understand, especially children, young children, or maybe even it's your aunt or uncle or grandmother, whatever it is. Don't give them a certain time. Say, hey, I think I'm gonna be home Monday or Tuesday, somewhere in that range. I'm not exactly sure yet. Give them a cushion, because if you don't give them a cushion, they get upset. I've literally run into that. They get upset because you missed a birthday party or a ball game or whatever it is on your home time. And you're going to miss birthday parties. You're going to miss ball games. You're going to miss all sorts of stuff being in a truck. You have to decide on that also, if it's worth it to you, the money that you're going to be making in the truck, to miss that stuff. So anyway, if you would, experienced drivers, drop comments below. I really would appreciate it. And I know the folks that are getting into it right now would appreciate it. What has some of the stuff that you missed being at home? How do you plan around your home time as far as doing your home time plus getting ready to leave again? And new folks, or guys or girls or whatever that's just getting into this, tell us what your expectations are of your home time, and let's see if it's realistic or not. But anyway, I appreciate you watching this video. If you would like this video, share this video, subscribe if you haven't, I really would appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.